Hi, I'm Robin.
Hi, and I'm Bill.
Welcome to Not the Retirement Show. Today we're chatting about 7 things a retirement plan is not. I'm going to start this conversation, Bill, by saying the very first thing is that a retirement plan is not something that you can put off making.
Oh, I think that's absolutely correct. And I know you're going to say the sooner the better, so I'm going to get in there first and say the sooner the better. But yeah, some sort of plan of action for that third journey, namely the retirement years.
Well, I don't even know that I would just call it one plan. I think you need a whole bunch of little plans and kind of mesh them all together, if you will. So what do I mean by that? You need where am I going to live plan. You need what am I going to do with my time plan. You're going to need what am I going to do with my life partner if you have one plan. You're going to need another what am I going to learn plan. How am I going to give back plan. How am I going to feel excited about this third part of my life plan?
Well, that's right, because no one ever has created a life plan, regardless of whether you're in retirement or not, but no one has ever created a life plan for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years ahead of themselves. Just not possible. So you're absolutely correct. It's a moving plan. It's a moving target, perhaps. And, I always make the simple point that, you can change your mind. Nobody's going to hold you to it. Nobody's going to say, whoa, wait a minute, you strayed away from the plan. It's your choice. If you decide, you know what, that wasn't such a good idea, I'm going to change my plan, good for you.
Well, absolutely, that's true. But sometimes a little bit challenging in much later life. So the more you do these mini micro plans up front, the more you're going to enjoy the life that you build for yourself as you move forward. I'm also going to say a huge thing that a retirement plan is not is a waste of time. I can't tell you how many executives I've talked to over the years who've been so caught up in the life that they currently have and, meeting the financial targets or the quarterly goals or the whatever it is, and they're terrified of retiring. So they simply say, oh, I don't need a plan. I'll figure it out when I get there. Well, I'd say that's a big mistake.
Well, it is a big mistake. I think people fall into sort of two camps, basically. And I'm being very general when I say it this way, but those who have money reckon that that's all that they need, therefore they don't have to think about a plan. Those who don't have enough money don't want to think about a plan because it's going to upset them. So I think you can be in either camp, and neither one is better than the other. Obviously, if you've got a lot of money, then from a financial perspective, fine. You're going to be, at least in theory, you're going to be okay. But does that therefore still mean that you don't do a retirement plan? I don't think so. I think you should still be doing a retirement plan.
I agree with all of that. And I think one of the big mistakes that people tend to make is in thinking that retirement is a time that they can be selfish. That they've spent their 40 years working and they've been at other people's beck and call, they've been serving other people's needs, they've been raising the family, and now it's the me time. It's all about the me, and I'm going to do exactly what I want, and I'm not going to do anything I don't want to do. Well, I think that makes for a very lonely, empty life. And I think that this is the one that shocks people because they really expect that they've earned the right to be selfish. And then they discover, oh, selfish, not really a lot of fun. I don't have very many friends. Oh, the family isn't coming around the way that they used to. Oh, why is that? Why isn't being selfish working out for me?
Yeah, I think obviously during your working years, you've got a lot of people at work, colleagues, may not be friends, but at least they're in your life. And then, when you stop working and you're not going to the job every day, you're not going to see those folks. I mean, maybe the odd one or two, granted, but if there's a distance, if there's a geographic distance between where you live and where you used to work, that kind of becomes a bit of a challenge. You just ain't going to go there. So I think the point you make about being selfish falls upon people. It just arrives. In other words, they say, yeah, it is my time. I'm going to do what I want to do. But that's very short-lived. You're absolutely correct. That comes as a shock, in the sense that people say, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to look after myself, I'm going to do the things I want to do. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe you're going to start losing people right, left, and centre.
Let me be clear. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of me time in retirement. Of course, you've earned the right to do a few of the things you've always wanted to do, go a few of the places you've always wanted to go, whatever the case may be. But that just cannot be the bulk of the day, the bulk of your life, because that leads to a very empty life, as opposed to a life where you're giving back and thriving and enjoying being included in all kinds of things. My last point, I don't think that building a retirement plan is a time to be unrealistic. What do I mean by that? We have all been raised to believe that retirement is this golden era where your ship has come in and you ride around on yachts and you're drinking champagne. And as long as you've paid into a company pension plan, everything will be fine. Well, do you really just want to go on the hope, the naive belief that everything will be fine? Or would you like to do what Bill's always recommending in our videos, understand financially where you are, what kind of life you can afford, and then plan the best life that you can possibly have with the resources that you have, so that life lives up to your expectations?
Yeah, I think you started off this segment with saying, what a retirement plan is not, which is fine. I think the thing is that a retirement plan is not the be all and end all. That kind of sounds as though I'm contradicting myself. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that you need a retirement plan, but you don't have to stick to it. You don't have to stick to it every day. You can change it. Circumstances will change it, but you must have a pathway. Now, the pathway may take you different places, etc. And you talk about me time. The understanding of me time, at least my understanding of me time, is not me in the sense of I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to watch movies all day and I don't want anybody near me. I don't think that's me time. I think me time, certainly in my situation, me time is doing things that me want to do. It's me wants to do this. I want to do this. Now, you may have to take into consideration other people and circumstances, of course, but that's what me time means. So a retirement plan is not something that's fixed in concrete for the rest of your life. It is a moving target, as I say. It can be up and down. And some days you're going to say, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. That's okay. That's all part of the planning.
Well, if you're still listening, we must have said something helpful. So don't not walk away without subscribing to our channel, and we'll chat with you again soon. Take care, everyone.